Hi, I'm Sean Reardon, Mayor of Newburyport, and welcome to another special edition of the Mayor's Corner. I just want to give you a quick rundown of some of the things I talked about at the City Council meeting on Monday night. We still have the mandatory water restrictions in place. We have got some much needed rain these last couple of weeks, but we're still in a drought scenario. So what we'll do is at the end of this week, we'll reassess, we'll look at our reservoir capacities, and then we'll update on Monday whether we need to keep going to this water restrictions. But we're going to do this on a week-to-week basis. There's a lot going on with the Department of Public Services right now, so our DPS. So I wanted to just highlight a couple of great sidewalk projects that are going on right now. So if you go up State Street, you'll see two different sidewalk projects that they just finished between Garden and High Street right now on the left-hand side. If you're coming up State, you'll see they're starting to replace that sidewalk there. We took a site visit there a few weeks back, and we had a couple residents reach out, but just very dangerous area there. A lot of, again, that sidewalk had changed so much over the years, so we're going to level it out, make it nice and safe, and relay the brick, and we're starting that project this week, so we're excited about that. What's good about that project too is that we're actually going to be able to install 4 tree pits there. And so then the DPS will work with the tree commission and pick which trees that we're going to plant there. We're going to have an opportunity to put 4 new trees on State Street, which is great news. And then across, if you cross High Street there on the other side of State Street, a little bit further down on the left-hand side, we had another smaller sidewalk project that we did that again was another safety hazard that we wanted to work on. So thank you to the DPS for all their hard work in getting to these sidewalk projects. We've got some more sidewalks that we're going to do this fall, so I'll keep you up to date as far as that goes. But this is the time of year that we're going to be doing some of these sidewalk projects is this fall. We also have a line striping, which is actually going to start. So you'll see this on Thursday, but we're actually going to finally get to doing the lines on High Street. All right, if you remember, this was a project that's long overdue, but we are going to do the lines from Atkinson Commons, so from the 3 roads all the way up to Marches Hill. Okay, so Thursday night, so this Thursday, I think it's September 15th, we're going to remove the lines. The work's going to start at 9 p.m. We're going to remove the lines from High Street. And when I say High Street, I'm talking about just about all of High Street except for the part that we just did with the Safe Routes to School program. So in front of the high school won't be touched, but we're going to hopefully match what's in front of the high school, okay? So we're going to remove the lines first, and then starting the following week, so next Monday, we're going to work with the contractor and get those lines painted. So we're talking about double yellow lines, we're talking about fog lines, we're talking about bike lanes, okay? So I'm excited to finally get this project done. And like I said before, it's going to start on Thursday with the line removal, and then Monday, sometime next week, we're going to schedule out how that line, putting the lines actually down is going to work, and then we'll get that information out to residents to see about, we won't have to close down any roads, but it could make traffic on High Street a little tricky for probably most of next week. So I'll keep you posted on that. We're excited about that. We also are pouring the foundation for the new salt shed down at the DPS garage, which is exciting. This is a project that was approved by the City Council and was put on the CIP, which is our capital improvement plan. So we're excited for that. That's going to really pay dividends for the city, having that new salt shed. And we're about to start our search for the new DPS director. I've talked to about 4 different search firms. We're going to use an outside firm to help us with this search, but I'm going to finalize my firm tomorrow, and I'll reach out to them. They've already sent letters of interest, and then we're going to begin that work starting Monday, which is exciting. And that search could take anywhere from like 5 to 10 weeks. So it's Monday we'll start that process as far as mapping out what that looks like and how much time it's going to take. So we're excited about that. The Parks reorg plan, we're still going through this. It feels like we've been going through this for 2 years, but it's only been a couple months. We had a great night last night at another public hearing, so we got to hear from a lot of residents, again, both for and against certain aspects of the plan. So the next step will be Tuesday, September 20th at 5 p.m. We're going to have our neighborhood and city services meeting. That meeting will talk about the plan more in depth. My office will be doing a presentation along with DPS and Parks. And Steve, how you doing? And then we're going to present that plan, and we'll be able to ask questions. And more importantly, we're going to actually have an FAQ document that we're putting together that will be on the city website, but also be distributed to counselors just answering some of the questions that we've heard over these past 2 months going through this process of looking at the plan. Because I do think most of the questions that we have and most of the concerns I'm hearing from residents about the plan can be answered. I think it's already in the plan. I just think we need to put together a little bit of a narrative around, though, and how the mayor's office and how this newly formed division of Parks Division under DPS is going to function. So stay tuned from that. One other thing, Plum Fest is coming to you this weekend. So I'm looking forward to Saturday. Plum Fest is going to be on Plum Island. It's from 12 to 6. And Plum Fest is this amazing free event where there's just live music all over Plum Island, okay? And you can literally just walk from house to house, and people are on decks and front driveways and terraces and balconies, and wherever you could put a band, you're going to see them all over Plum Island. So it's a really wonderful event. I'm excited to go down and check that out. There's actually going to be a free shuttle leaving from Plum Island Airport. So again, Plum Island's, there's not a ton of room for cars. So if you want to park at Plum Island Airport, that free shuttle bus is going to run from 11 to 7 on Saturday. But I'm praying for good weather, and that's always a good time. So I hope everyone can check out Plum Island for Plum Fest. We have the Documentary Film Festival going on here in Newburyport. Please go, please check it out. It's a lot of great films coming into the community that you get to see this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Make sure you get there. And just a reminder, the dredge project is moving forward. It should happen, if not the very, very end of this month, the first couple days into October. We had a wonderful planning meeting last week with the contractor, with the Army Corps of Engineers, with DCR. We're all on the same page, and we're going to be bringing a lot of information out to not only the city, but specifically Plum Island residents. We have an MRBA meeting on September 23rd, which is a Friday, and we're going to be disseminating all this information then. But this is really great news. We're going to replace the sand on the beach. It's going to give some peace of mind to some of the neighbors there. And then once we get that job done, which hopefully it goes as quick as they can without any complications, and then we start working with the Army Corps and fixing that jetty so that sand can stay there and not just get washed away like it has over the past 6 years, okay? So we're excited for that. And I'll just leave you with this. Short-term rental units has been a hot topic the last probably 3 years, but for the council in particular, the last 3+ weeks. And it kind of came to a head last night. An important vote was taken, and it was defeated by us. We needed 8 votes. It was a 7-4 margin. So we couldn't get the one other counselor out of those 4 on board, and it's a hot topic, right? And so how do we move forward from this? Well, one I have to say is that the council can absolutely bring this back. This was vetted through the planning board, so the council can bring this back for another vote. So I hope they do. I hope they can come to some sort of sensible balance that we just couldn't get to last night. So we thought we'd come to you from my alma mater, class of '93. We're coming to you from Newburyport High School. I am standing here in front of James T. Stalin Field. But Friday night here at 6:30, the Clippers take the field for their first home game of the year to play Bedford. And I'm highlighting this because the NCM Hub will be here broadcasting live Friday night here. And so you get to hear it on the radio, 96.3, okay? So if you can't make it to the game, my family and I will be at the game. They're playing Bedford. Again, they had a huge win against Masco last week. First time they'd beat Masco at Masco in many, many years. But you know what? We have so many other sports going on in the fall. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring on our athletic director. So this is the Newburyport High School athletic director. Kyle's been here for a number of years. So Kyle Hodgson, why don't you come on? Great to see you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks for coming on. Great to be here. And just tell us a little bit about the fall season, how many different sports we have, and what are the best ways that people can come out and watch them. And
Sure, yeah, we have 8 sports right now, and as you mentioned, football with a big win last week, a road win. This week we have Bedford at home, so it'd be great to have a lot of spirit and a lot of energy to support our guys. That really goes a long way, as you know.
Absolutely.
Our soccer teams have both started strong. Both with big non-league wins last weekend over Excel Academy and Central Catholic, and they're both sitting atop the Cape Ann League as we speak. Field hockey with a big win over Pentucket, who was in the state semifinals last year.
Oh, wow.
Volleyball is undefeated at this point with big wins, league and non-league. Golf is above 500 and very competitive, and our cross-country teams have their opening meets today at Triton. And they're perennial powerhouses, so we're expecting big things from them as well. So we're off to a good start. And as you may be aware, 2 years ago we won the Boston Globe Dalton Award for the best sports team in the state in
Right.
Division III. And we just found out last weekend that we're going to be the winner again last year.
Oh my goodness,
So
this is perfect that I have you on here to announce this, but this is great.
It's really amazing that our student athletes have achieved that. And this fall, we're off to the same start. So we have a great group of kids coming through again. Our coaches are the same, except for golf. We have Mike Guthrie, who joined our golf team.
Oh, that's great.
And,
love Mike.
Yeah, and Shannon Beaton, or Shannon Haley now, played at Pentucket, and her first career win was against her mother.
Against her mom, that's right.
So that was a great addition.
Legend, Ruth.
And she's an interim
Yep.
for Coach Philbrick, who was out on maternity leave.
Okay.
But we're off to a great start, and I would mention that last year we won a great award in the Cape Ann League that was the top team that was not just win percentage, it was participation in sportsmanship and academics and community service. And Newburyport was the #1 team in the Highland Award, the Highland
wow.
Cup. So not only are we winning and producing, but they're doing the academics and community service and participation. Like, it's really a well-rounded program right now, and it starts with the kids and the parents and the coaches and support central office, support in City Hall.
Yeah, boosters.
Booster Club.
We got everything here.
It's a community effort, and really great to be part of.
Yeah, and that's really what you love to hear, right? I mean, we have kids who are enjoying what they're doing. They're coming out for sports. They're getting great instruction from our coaches. They got support from the community. We have a wonderful boosters organization who, if you're looking to volunteer, they're always looking for volunteers for the Snack Shack and other things throughout the year. But no, we're really lucky here in Newburyport, and we've had so much success over the past couple of years. So it's great you're hearing about all these awards we're winning, and it's not just for one sport. It's across the sports. We have so many kids interested in different athletics, and it's nice to offer all these different sports, right? Like volleyball for girls wasn't around when I was here. We offer wrestling, I think, now in the winter. We have women's hockey as well in the winter, all things that we've been able to add over the years. So it's a credit to Kyle and his staff that, in working with the school committee and working with the superintendent, to bring these different sports to Newburyport to give kids lots of different opportunities, which is great.
In fact, along those lines, 7 years ago, we had 52% participation rate, and we're up to about 76% participation rate now. So we've added 5 sports, as you mentioned, the female sports, and volleyball is not just a new sport, they're highly competitive, and we had the Massachusetts State Player of the Year here 2 years ago, who's playing Division I at Purdue right now, Sydney Yim. So
who made all freshmen for the Big Ten last year, which is pretty great too.
That's amazing. So, and we do have some co-op teams, as you mentioned, with wrestling, and ski is now part of us. And so it's a great place to be. But I would say, if there's one thing I can say, is that spectator participation really helps our team here.
Absolutely.
And our kids are motivated from it, and we encourage people to come out and cheer and cheer positively, encourage the efforts that our team and our coaches are putting in.
Yeah, and we have wonderful facilities too to watch a lot of these events at. So I guess I'll leave you today with this. If you've got nothing to do Friday night, come out to a game. It's going to be a beautiful night. When I was a kid, that was such a big deal on Friday nights to come to a game. It's the right price, it's the right atmosphere, and you get to cheer on, your hometown athletes. Whether you have, no kids playing in the games or not, it's just great to come out and support your community this way. And, again, we have 2 great soccer teams. We have, cross-country teams that compete down at Maudsley, our beautiful state park, year in and year out for state titles. So there's just a lot of great things going on in Newburyport. Kyle, thanks for coming on. It's great to see you as always. And hey, that's my Mayor's Corner this week. So get out, support your community, head out down to your games this week, head out to Plum Island this weekend for Plum Fest, and I will see you next time on the Mayor's Corner.